Hello, and welcome to Cox Local Edition on Headline News. My name is Jessica Carver, and I'm with Cox Communications. Today we have a special guest with us, Dr. Jack Dale, who is the Superintendent of the Fairfax County Public Schools. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Dale. Thank you. So first of all, tell us, I know there are some new disciplinary practices. Right. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, very quickly. It was a group of people, or the discipline modification we made was really for less than 1% of our kids, but ones who were on suspension longer than we would like. We did two things. We were trying to shorten the timeline so that they aren't out of school as much, and then also make sure that we support them academically, even though they might be out for some kind of a suspension or expulsion, because the key is still having kids graduate on time with their classmates, if at all possible.
Of course. So, and I've heard you've been spending some time with some other superintendents around Virginia to work on the flexibility of our standards of learning tests. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, one of the things I hear from parents and kids an awful lot, and and our principals and teachers, there's such an emphasis on our standards of learning tests in Virginia. And we do all this test preparation stuff through the month of May and just gets test focused. Through trying to say, isn't there a better way to do this? And so one of the proposals that we're making to Virginia is to let kids take the test when they're ready. If they don't pass it, let them have another opportunity. And the whole notion is to try and change toward mastery learning and let the kids demonstrate their mastery, not unlike when you get a driver's license or a pilot's license or any kind of accreditation like that. So that's the change we're trying to make it. What's interesting, we're focusing on the middle school and really trying to make it much more like the high school level, because we have that flexibility already at the high school level.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So there are some new initiatives for the 2011-2012 school year. Tell us about those.
Well, the biggest one that we're probably most proud of, or all the school board members are, particularly in the election cycle, is being able to have full-day kindergarten in 100% of our elementary schools. We added that into the remaining 36 or so schools for the school year. That's one initiative. The other one that we're looking at is we're beginning to phase in and look at using electronic textbooks. And now when you think of textbooks as, turn the page kind of thing, and you can see those kinds of behaviors when people buy the software that allows you, like the Kindles and stuff, to watch books. These are actually much more sophisticated. When you have your laptop computer, you have your textbook, but you also then have the hot links to video support, interviews with people if it's around history, which is what we're looking at. You can go to like Google Earth and look at physical locations, and so it's a really rich environment. It's also an interesting one for children who cannot see but can hear. Kids have sight impairment, because then the book will actually read to you if you wish. So you can have all sorts of different things. It'll go to definitions. So it's really a much more sophisticated kind of textbook, and we're launching it in our middle and high schools in social studies this coming school year. So that's one we're kind of excited about. Another area that Virginia said that we must do is put a financial literacy course in for all of our high school kids. Well, we currently do it for our 8th graders. Now we have to do something at the high school, and we're looking at potentially partnering with George Mason University so the kids can take a graduate level class satisfying the financial literacy component as well as getting a college credit. We're also looking at online coursework. So those are the things that we're excited about in the planning stages, and they'll come in the future years.
Excellent. Well, that really sounds very exciting. And tell us, how can our viewers find out more information or contact the school system?
Sure. Well, FCPS.edu is our website. And from there, in fact, we're going to have a brand new website launched in October. So go use it now. And then in October, you can see the revisions to it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Dale. And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and have a great day.